So I'm very excited about today's video because if you couldn't already tell by the title, we of course are going to be talking about this guy right here. Dude, and I am so excited about him because I honestly didn't think that I was going to receive him at all in my Walmart, and he is not coming out until the 9th, which is kind of odd because on the website they say he's not coming out till the 9th, but a lot of people besides myself were receiving him probably days before. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to get into that whole thing. Also, the scalpers that are receiving him and charging $250 for this $35 figure, dude, that is crazy. Y'all suck. That's stupid. No way in hell anybody is gonna buy that. So a message to all the scalpers: quit doing that shit. That is not fun. It just makes you look like a scummy guy. Me or some random guy on the internet talking about that isn't gonna change anything, but companies limiting the amount of figures you can buy does at least help that out a little bit. So that's gonna be my rant for the scalpers out there. Just seeing that post, dude, honestly pissed me the hell off. But anyway, in better news, we finally got him, boys. The NECA Ultimate Art the Clown blood-soaked version is finally in my hands, and I couldn't be any happier. As soon as I saw him in store, I ran to the nearest person and I was like, give me this guy now, please. Also, I think my Walmart knows that they weren't supposed to have this guy out on the floor until tomorrow, so he was behind the Halloween H2O Michael Myers NECA figures, and there was like 3 or 4 of these guys. So yeah, I had to get him. Didn't even think about it. I was like, Draven, we're getting him. We're going the hell home. We're gonna make some breakfast and then I'm gonna make this video because people need to see this guy. But in all seriousness, I am really excited that I do finally have him in my hands. Let's check out that artwork. I'm gonna have my top-down view, so I'm gonna switch over to that. So looking at the box here, obviously it's a completely different box than what we had in the previous Art the Clown figure. Got the side there, got the other side there, I got the top there. Nothing too crazy, but what I do love about it is this back. Look at the detail on him and look at the amount of facial expressions and different poses that this art can go into. And once again, I love that NECA is using their own figures for the artwork for their boxes. So looking into the actual box itself, again, love these window boxes for this reason, that you can see him and display him as such. So the inside of the flap here, we have him posed up. Pretty good detail on that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the unboxing in this video as well, so stay tuned for that. For the guys here on YouTube who are enjoying the long form content, I'm gonna be doing the unboxing first for you guys only, and then TikTok obviously will have the ASMR version, so you can go over there on my TikTok at Damien Dreadful if you want to go and check that out as well. So looking into art here, we have all his different faces with all different facial expressions. We have his weaponry, we have the cat of nine tails. Of course, this is going to be the exact same weaponry that we got in the last figure. We have the baby doll. These are what I'm excited for. We have 2 new accessories for this figure, which is going to be the bloody head from the pizza guy in the pizzeria, and we also have the brain as well, which we will take a closer look at once we get to the unboxing. Got the hands over here as well. In my NECA news video, I pointed out that one of the hands looked like that they had a middle finger. They obviously don't have a middle finger, and that really sucks because I was really looking forward to having this Art the Clown have a middle finger with him, but you know, it is what it is. But we do have the syringe hand, but looking at all the accessories in here, I do not see a syringe at all, so don't know if we do have one somewhere hidden in this box, or if it's just the hand for him to hold the other weapons with. Let's get into that unboxing now. Dude, looking at this backboard, holy shit, that is sick. This is honestly probably the best backboard NECA has ever came out with, in my opinion. So now we got the figure here, got a whole cover here. Which, see, this is what I like. If y'all see my Frankenstein unboxing, you know my gripe with the whole tie thing. I'd rather take these guys than those things because it secures literally everything. I'm glad NECA is going with these. And I know that gripe was for a figure that probably came out, you know, way before. So let's start with the weaponry. Here we got the cat of nine tails. And of course we're going to have blood on the tips of those. Got the hatchet. Little cleaver, the machete, good old kitchen knife, got a mini cleaver, got a hammer, blood on the handle of course. Then we got the axe, hacksaw there, got his little pistol, got the drill, scalpel, little turkey baster. I know it's not a turkey baster, but it just makes it funnier saying that's what this is. And then this little knife here. Alright, now moving on to his hands. We have his scalpel hand here, then we have his syringe hand, 2 grippy hands to hold his pistol, And another 2 grippy hands to hold all his other weaponry. We got the little baby with blood all over her. Baby doll, I should say. It's not a real baby. Not even in the movie, it's just a baby doll. Alright, now getting into the newer accessories for this guy. Firstly, I believe they said this guy's name is Steve. Super good gruesome detail on that. Not even sure if I can show this. It's so gory. But that's the head there. There's where it was severed, and there is the top there where it was caved in, carved out, and made into a jack-o'-lantern. I believe the Mezco one, that one does light up, so that's pretty fucking cool. Which justifies that price. And then we got the brain. Pretty sick, pretty sick. Not looking at his facial expressions. We got the mean mugging one right there. Then we got the chaotic one where he's locked into the kill. And then we have the maniacal laughter one when he's enjoying every bit of slaughtering you. The main dude right here. Just looking at him. I know it's the exact same figure like the last art figure, but just seeing him bloody just, I don't know, makes it that much more perfect, if that makes sense. All his articulation is all going to be the same. Same with the face. We're able to still pop them off, put them back on. Nothing aside from him just being a blood-soaked version is different from this guy, so. The back though, I did see somebody post it, there is no blood on the back, which I guess would kind of be an obvious that he wouldn't be getting blood on his back, but since it is a blood-soaked art, I feel like you could have at least put some blood on the back as well, you know what I mean? But he's not rolling around in blood. He likes to keep his uniform clean, but getting into the posability, his arm can go up that much there, twist it around, reaches up that far, elbows back. Watch me just snap these guys in half. Pretty good for the elbow. Then of course, hands are going to be a little stiff here. There we go. Moving it up and down and twisting around. Legs. He can kick up pretty high actually, which is pretty funny. Knees can bend that much. Got a little bit of a ankle pivot there, and you could just move it around, pose him up however you want. You know, this guy doesn't feel as stiff. I feel like he has a little better articulation than the last figure because his ab crunch goes pretty well. Then the neck, or the head and the neck actually. Can move it around that much. Pretty good. Hell yeah. But there you have it guys, that's going to be my review and unboxing of the NECA Ultimate Art, the blood-soaked version. Have you guys picked him up, and if you have, what is your favorite part about this figure? Mine honestly is going to be that severed head. Don't know why, it just looks absolutely disgusting and I love it. The backboard to this guy just looks absolutely amazing. The box itself, it looks really crazy, very artistic, no pun intended, and just so much detail and love put into this box. I will have him displayed out with the other art figure that I do have up on the shelf right here. So go look at my other unboxing of that guy, and go check out all my other figure reviews. They're a good time, I think. And look out for the ASMR unboxing over on my TikTok. Once again, that's going to be at Damien Dreadful. You can go and check out my other ASMR videos and my other unboxings and movie reviews. But with that being said guys, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Huge shout out to everybody who has been liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and following me both on here and over on my TikTok account. That means the world to me. That means a lot. That I'm really loving that y'all are enjoying the content. I know I may mess up here and there, but I do love talking about this stuff, and I do love showing off my collection, and I just love talking about horror in general. That is why I do these videos, because I know there's a lot of people out there who like this content, and I know there's also another selective few who want to do this as well. So to those select few, I say just flip on that camera and just start talking about your favorite horror movie or your favorite action figure. The views will come, the people will come, you will find your audience, and it doesn't matter if you have a setup like this or if you just have your phone. Content is content, man. Just be consistent, and I want to be that person to say I've been posting consistently both on here and over on my TikTok account, and I now have my audience and I found my community just because I started talking about what I love, and I just think that's like the best thing ever. So don't be afraid to talk about what you want to talk about. Who cares about the haters? You're gonna have the haters. Just forget about them and just continue doing what you want to do and start talking about what you want to talk about. But with that being said, I don't want to make this a whole ranty video, but thank you again for watching. I will see you over on TikTok with the ASMR unboxing of the NECA Ultimate Art blood-soaked version. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. That's the video, guys. Wrap it up. Anyway. I will see you in the next one. Later.